And we are on the last chapter of how the hell does Linnell get to France, especially from Charleston, South Carolina. I think I left the last video with getting to South Carolina and Charleston and why. And that goes back to I think the second video I posted here is the first thing to think about when you're faced with such a huge transition, such a huge life quake, is to stop, is to just stop. Don't try to fix it. Don't try to decide what to do. Just let yourself have some time to let things settle. And living with my sister and being in the middle of this emotional hurricane, I couldn't not think. I couldn't relax. I couldn't let things settle, and that's what Charleston was for me. So being there, got there the middle of June in 23, and being there, it's not really important what I did. I didn't stress or try to accomplish anything or try to plan anything. I just took time. And I'm so glad I did. It was financially, I won't say devastating, but it was financially a crazy ass thing to do. But it was so worth it. It was so worth it. It's like it gave my head time to settle and drain a little bit of all of the emotional tsunamis going on in there. So, by the end of the year, I guess, the beginning of 24, I was starting to feel a little bit more steady on my feet, still not ready to give up on the marriage, but feeling more secure in what I was asking for, what I felt I needed, feeling more secure that I wasn't crazy. And I wasn't asking for too much, and I wasn't being selfish. It was something that I needed. So by the first of the year, I was feeling more steady and more secure in that, which was huge. And come February, I lost my little Pablo. It's still difficult to talk about. And I also lost a very dear friend. And that's difficult to talk about too. On the same day. So that knocked me back a bit. And at the same time, it brought things into clarity. And not too long after that, I spoke with Kurt, and I realized that the marriage was over. We were just too far apart. And so that was in March. And that's really when I firmly decided I'm moving to France. And that's when I put the wheels in motion on the move, renewing the visa, applying for a residency, a French residency, moving the stuff out of storage into a pod, selling my car, moving back to Austin, the garage sale and the divesting and the Craigslist and the Facebook Marketplace, and selling, I'd say 90% of everything. So that's really how everything happened. And that's how I got to France. I ended up flying on July 6th into Paris, and I've been here ever since. So if you have any questions, let me know. There's just so many, it's like an octopus. There are just so many different things to think about. And I just knew if I didn't decide and make that decision to move at that time, then I would have to make the decision to not move and to erase that potential from the equation. because it was taking up a lot of space. And so here I am. And I'll be back in another couple of days, and just who knows where this video series will go. If you have any questions or want to hear about anything in specific, let me know. But I'm glad you're here, and thank you for listening. And yeah, subscribe if you haven't already, and I will be back in a couple of days. Thanks for being here.